So, I am working on Hudson, which is a 1989 Austin Metro. Some brand new Golf has broken down over there. I would still rather the Metro. I have done the first side. See that shiny new line? And my horrendous bracket making. I haven't attacked the other side. I may not need to change that hard line yet, I don't know. There's that. I'm desperately figuring out quite how the hell I get a spanner or anything on that to get this soft line out, which looks like it's been there since the dinosaurs. Also was there. Yeah, this is the fuel tank side, unfortunately. So, I'm thinking cut it a lot of extension bars to bring it out to about here and just get a ratchet handle on a deep 17. Which is probably what size it is. Seems like. Yeah, 17. I will be back, hopefully, maybe. Here it is. So, as I was taking it off, this bracket there snapped, unsurprising, considering it's 30 years old and British. So I'm going to run off that hole there and use this to make another bracket. And hoping that works, maybe? So, this is the one side done. Somebody else did the shoes, which look amazing. I've put a new cylinder on down there. I've put a new hard line on. I've had to remake a bracket because the bracket broke. So I've also got a new soft line just in there. Now onto the other side, I guess. Rubber line. Filming. So, this is why I've decided to just cut it with some tin snips and pull it off and figure out how to get it out the union later. If you look, it's all cracking and crazing along there. And if you kind of bend it this way, you can see there's a whole load of cracking there. And in there, it's a lot smaller than it should be because it's all gotten rusty and swollen and shrunken. So if I left those on, they either would have burst or swollen up completely and just cut all fluid to the rear brake on one side. Now, I need to figure out how to get that out of the union. So I need to make a nut to hold my rubber line to the bracket, and because one of them snapped. So I've taken one of these brake fittings here, I've threaded it half onto there and cut it. The reason why you thread it on is, as it goes on and off, it cleans the threads out just a little, and it kind of straightens them out where it's being cut. I did not cut it remotely straight, if you look. But that's just because I had a hacksaw on it, but you know. You put the not straight edge away from the bracket so it sits flush, basically, you know. And I can go fit this to the car now when I've made myself a hard line. It's not fun. Yeah, go on. Usually you'd have a proper pipe cutter, but I do not. Throw that on the floor somewhere. I kind of want to shove my camera lady away with my pipe. Just kind of want to straighten it out a bit. I can see there's a bit of a kink on the end there. I'm doing both sides ideally, just so we can get it in the flaring tool nicely, or at least the flaring tool I have. Alright, I'll go prepare my flaring tool and my fittings and be back in a sec. Amazing, and so coordinated. Back to operation 1. round to operation 2. And another great flower. There we go. Nope. There we go. Yeah. Sticking them all. Right. Bend it now. So you just kind of want to mark about there. Pull that out. Grab this. This is a hard one to bend because it's so kind of tight. That does not help. I want something round to bend it over. Might actually have a go at. That might be good. If there was less stuff in this damn garage. This and this. Kind of alright, I guess. Clamp in a mark and basically. It's not going to be an exact copy because I'm kind of bending this all up in my garage basically, but that's going to be good enough that you can kind of, because it's copper line. Oh, okay. You can really kind of settle it on the car a lot nicer. One thing I will do though is mark this down just a few inches. Leave it a bit longer. There we go. Always end up flattening this twice because I just forget it's a bit longer than it's meant to be. I'll float off camera, I think. Alright. We've had a little break from actually fixing the car because it is June 26th and the middle of the day and it is so hot we've just rigged ourselves up a goddamn tent on the metro. And now if you look, right where I'm working on the sacrificial duvet, it is nice and cold. Yippee! And also, some to our benefit, we are painting some brake drums with only the finest barbecue paint, plastic coat. These are not grills, barbecues or barbecues, but you know. Now well. The audio shut off here, unfortunately. I've been fighting bad audio basically on every video I film. Kinda hoping the microphones I have better, but I don't think they are. So last job on the Metro is the valve clearances. I've done all bar these two now. I've got my spark plugs a bit loose so I can turn the engine over easier. I'm just going to get a spanner on here, a thumb on there, and get turning it over. You can hear it leaking out because it's on a couple of compression strokes now. And I'm just waiting for those two that are down to come up. And then a little bit more so I know they're not on the valve at all. A little bit more now. Yep. I have my feeler gauges set to 12. It was that one we've not done, and that one. Both feel a bit loose. Half-inch spanner, left to right. Ugh. You just kind of want to back the nut off a bit so you can afford to spin the screw down. I suppose that's a push rod, isn't it? And you kind of want that there, slightly snagging. I always do my valve clearances a little tight. That's what I did in one of my other engines as well. Do them a bit tight so as they wear they'll come into their band a bit. Double check that now. No, too tight, it moved a bit. And back that off. Set it again. Might actually be able to set it with this. That's good there. I've actually done this a bit loose, counterintuitively. So I can kind of... Okay, that's good. As it tries to spin the push rod, it kind of tightens itself up. It's a good gap now. Tappets done. Tappets done. Brakes feel amazing. I'll give it one pull of choke, it's quite warm out. We'll give it 2 pulls of choke. We'll give it 3 pulls of choke. One more. No. Sounds really smooth, doesn't it? I don't know how good the wind noise is going to be. Taking Hudson out on a test drive, just we live in Wales, countryside's amazing. Focusing on driving a bit, it's a bit janky to drive. Yeah, fucking loving it. The brakes are really good for a really rubbish car. I still have no idea what's up and second though, so you know, ups and downs. Done.